Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Luke here, and just before we get into this video, I hope you like the new intro. Give me some feedback on that. It's one from my old channel and it's probably the best one I've had in a while, so give me feedback on that. And as well, thanks to Zodiac for the win. Go check him out, for letting me do 2 of his series that I've been watching for a while now, because I think that they inform people and just help them with computer builds and everything like that. So I hope you enjoy this video. So let's begin. So this is one of the series he's let me start up on my channel, and it's the best GPUs of the month, and this is for January 2014. It's the 19th today. Most likely I'll be uploading each one per month at around the 15th to 20th of the month. But this one may be up on the 20th, so yeah, it might just take a day. But anyway, let's get into it. So PC gaming starting to become bigger, better, more people are joining it, more people want to play it, and the reason why people are playing it is just because of the graphics aspect of it. Because for console gaming, it does seem a little bit cheaper to get the actual console, but then the game prices are a lot higher, and the actual quality of the games is not as high because the consoles like Microsoft and Sony, the companies, lower the detail down to about 720 or 800 by 600 or something that's not full HD like 1080, 1440 and 2080 or whatever it is. That's like, needs a beast computer. But I'm going to be showing you some graphics cards. I think it's going to be 5 graphics cards in this video that you don't really like. It's going to go from lowest price to the highest price. So let's get into it. The first card that you should get, and it's probably the one that you don't want to get any higher, and I've searched around the interwebs and I've decided to come up with this one. It's the Radeon HD 7770. It usually gets a good 1920 by 1200 performance in most games, but bear in mind that is with some of them with lower detail, so it's not like ultra settings on every game. But it only takes about 80 watts of your PSU, and it's got a 128-bit memory bus and a core speed of 1000 megahertz and a memory speed of 1125 memory speed megahertz. And it can be found for about £70, and it's significantly less than the over-ambitious price that AMD wanted for the card when it was launched. But in light of this recent price drop, the Radeon HD 770 offers a fairly fantastic price to performance ratio. So it's almost as fast as the Radeon HD 6850, which you can't buy anymore. And this new graphics card uses only half as much power to get its jobs done. So you shouldn't really get anything less than this card because it's just that good. It's anything lower won't really give you a decent gaming performance. And yeah. So the second card we're going to go for, and I've decided to go for, is the Radeon HD 7790. It's the same performance at 1920 by 1200 in most games, but again with some lower detail. It is 128-bit again. It's another core speed of 1000 megahertz, and the memory speed is better at 1500 megahertz, and it's GTR5, and it takes up 85 watts. So the Radeon HD 790 filled a gap in the AMD's portfolio, but it was quickly overshadowed by a more affordable Geforce GTX 650 Ti. AMD is trying the only way it can really by dropping the price on its 7790 as such. The Radeon earns a thumb up from a thumbs up from me, for around 100 quid. So this is UK, by the way, so if you're in the US, just check this up on like Newegg or something and you'll be able to find it. But you can get this card for about £100, and it's slightly better than the 7770. It's slightly more faster, but again, don't really get anything lower than these two cards because these are the lowest you want for a good gaming setup. Okay, I don't have long in the server left. I have about 4 minutes, I think it is, if that. So moving swiftly on, I'm going to do a PCIe card now, and I'm going to go for the Radeon R9 270. And this card is one of the best ones. It's the thing you can get around £140, and it has excellent 1920 by 12800 performance, and it has good performance at 2560 by 1600 performance in most games with lower detail. And this has a 256-bit memory bus, a core speed of 925 MHz, and a memory speed of 1400 MHz GDDR5, and this takes up 150 watts. But this card is a bit better than the first two cards, the 7770 and the 7790. And this Radeon R9 270 offers performance equal to the Radeon HD 7870 it replaces, which is a little better than Nvidia's Geforce GTX 660 at £140. AMD card earns my recommendation just because it's good for the price it's at, and it's a serious gaming graphics card, and it's capable of playable frame rates at relatively high resolutions. Okay, coming in at number 2 now, because this is going to be like a bit better. I'm going to go for the Geforce GTX 760. This is this card has great 2560 by 1600 performance, and it is a 256-bit memory bus, a core speed of 980 MHz, and a turbo of 1033 MHz. Its memory speed is 1502 MHz, and it's GDDR5. This takes up 170 watts of your PSU, and the Geforce GTX 760 introduces Geforce GTX 760 and Radeon HD 7950 class speed down to around £205, so it's relatively cheap. It's a bit slightly better speed of and frame rates and all that, and it has more performance per pound. And this is currently one of my favourite cards on the market right now, just because for the price you're paying and then the performance you're getting, it's so good. Okay, and now we have about 2 minutes left. So the last card I'm going to go for, it was a bit hard to make this decision, but for the price of the cards, there's two really, I guess, but I've got to choose one now. Okay, I'm going to go with the Radeon R9 290. Sorry I didn't make the decision before. It was a Radeon R9 290 versus Geforce GTX 780. But the R9 290 currently isn't properly built, I think, but it has a 512-bit memory bus, a core speed of 947 MHz, and a memory speed of 4 GB. So that's about what is it, 1024 times 4, about 4096 megahertz or something around that. This takes up 250 watts of power, but it has 2,560 shader cores and 160 texture units, and what you're left with is a very capable high-end gaming card for significantly, remember that, less money than the 290X, which is like the better version of this. But because this card costs significantly more in the United States this month than it did in November, it's not the best recommendation. It remains a very fast solution, but it doesn't have the same value because it goes for about 320 quid. But then, if we have time, no, we do not. This will probably be next month though. But anyway, that's my recommendations. Everything will be in the link below. Remember to comment on this video for any questions. Subscribe to the channel for more good gameplays. And peace. Favorite and like. See ya.